and
it's a penalty. Wrong entry?
Yes. No, actually the player was penalized for not rolling out of the contact situation, and that makes it hard then for the player to present, and that's a penalty to the Kenya Simbas. Let's see what option they choose.
Possibly going for the kick there. Is it in a good position? Yes, I think the kick in here has been brought, but then there's that wind that is blowing. And,
for the Kenyans right now, the wind is at the back. Yes, exactly, in their favor.
Yeah, so that
pushes
the ball to the direction that they are attacking.
Where you don't have to strike it with so much energy, and the wind will just carry it over, provided you get that distance right.
John Kubu, man that many Ugandan fans will remember for what he did in the Elgon Cup in 2023.
And then he was just fresh in the Kenya colors. So, a Fijian coming and showing you good state and good momentum. But he has lost to Uganda a couple of times because Liam Walker did punish him and put him on the losing end.
And that was a fantastic kick. Splits the pose. It's 8-8. And we are not yet to see anything separate the two sides. Alan.
After 20 minutes of play, it is still all square here, but 8 points apiece, and that's points on the board. Kudos to the Kenya Simbas. They are kept in it after that mad start by the Zimbabwe Sabres.
It will take something magical to separate the two sides as Ian Pryor gets us underway once again for the Zimbabweans.
Despite it being a Sunday, you can see the shots there. The fans have come out in full voice, and it is also shocking how many Zimbabwe fans we actually have in the stands.
Penalty to Zimbabwe there.
Coming in through the side and then hands in the rack. The penalty count for the Kenya Simbas is increasing, especially at the breakdown. And I think one of the things Jerome Powata would want is you have contested well, you formed the rack, don't give away necessary penalties, because that then gives territorial advantage there, like on the line out to the Zimbabwe Sabres. So it's something that I think he will have to talk to them about at halftime.
And the Zimbabweans are now in the 22. Mandioma with the line out duties. Securing the ball at this point will definitely, and yes, that's great execution there, and as the ball is well picked up by Kudakwashe. Almost formed a rolling more there. Mudariki is held back. The captain, scrum half. The ruck is well secured here. The Zimbabweans continuing to pound here, getting ever closer to the try line. They're thinking of, and that's a very big tackle coming in from the Kenyans to stop Godfrey Muzanago. Zimbabwe again. Carry, and that's a touchdown this time by the captain.
Mudariki.
Fantastic play by the Zimbabweans to extend their tally to 13 points. Now that needed some real magical play.
Hilton Mudariki applying the finishing touch, and what can we say about the spade work done there? The big man also showed a sleight of hand. He was able to escape the attentions. And then you see the pop pass. Hilton Mudariki was able. Yes, you just mentioned him a short while ago with a big carry.
Yeah,
he failed to reach the line, but he had the presence of mind to pop the ball, and Hilton Mudariki shaking off the attentions of Thomas Okoye.
And you've also got to give him credit for actually reading the game and popping up into that gap.
Ian Pryor with his third attempt. He's one of two at this moment. He misses that one, so he's at 30%, which is pretty low by his standards.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know whether he's struggling to beat the wind, that because he's shooting against it.
Yes.
13-8 it is. Zimbabwe leading just by that try in the 23rd minute here at the Nelson Mandela Stadium, where the Rugby Africa Cup is witnessing its second main cup semi-final here.
And it has been a good flow of events all the way from 10 a.m. this morning. Unfortunate loss there by the Uganda Rugby Cranes, going down in the second game of the day, going down to Morocco 24-12.
Asati finds, of course, his teammate here, that is Bethwell Anami. Kenya continuing to try and break the lines here as he almost went into water court there. Kenya doing a good job in recycling, and it's now George Otieno Nyambua, the captain, and then he finds Asati again. Kenya continue to recycle the ball with great intent, and now it's Bethwell Anami. Zimbabwe trying to wrestle the ball away, but the Kenyans won't allow them. Kenya again. It's now Andy Kolomolo exercises his power there as the ruck is secured. Kenya smelling blood here as they continue to move the ball with intent. Another big ball carry there from Nyambua, George, the captain, and John Kubu now finds Robinson Young, but then he's pegged back by the Zimbabweans. Good defensive player, and it's now Kenya's Ephraim Bwire Odu, the lucid. He finds Andy Kolomolo. Zimbabwe doing a good job pegging back the Kenyans, Alan.
Yes, I think that the Kenya Simbas, the back line is guilty of being a little pedestrian there. As John Kubu picked up the ball and passed it to Barry Young, I think they lost momentum because Barry Young wasn't going at full flight. And there the Kenyans playing at a penalty advantage for the player not rolling out of there. That's their number 3.
What do you do if you're Kenya? You kick for poles? Get the game closer by at least 2 points?
They have been going for the line out previously. I don't know what option they would actually choose here, but clear pass. Undiona is the player guilty. Yeah, they've given
smart play.
Yes, I think when you close it down to 2 points,
yeah, the pressure
penalties.
Yeah.
Again, rugby is a game of momentum, so you need to keep the scoreboard ticking so that you give yourself the best chance. And they say points on the board do energize the team. So John Kubu, I was at their captain's run yesterday, and he was having a decent game in terms of his kicking. Yesterday at Chadondo Rugby Club, that was at. So it will be impressive to see what he.
Yeah, with a chance to get Kenya to 11 points, John Kubu. And he splits the pause, and it's 11-13. The pressure is maintained by Kenya. They are not about to let the Zimbabwe Sables run away from them in this closely contested semi-final. The Rugby Africa Cup 2025 here at the Nelson Mandela Stadium in Namboole. What a game, Alan.
26 minutes in, and there is barely anything to separate the two sides. What a play we have, and what a semi-final.
Yeah,
it is turning out to be.
This is the kind of game that wouldn't surprise you if it